Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your life, your business, all of it. Time to crush those goals. Time to get after it. Let's go. You are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Farrell here, certified 10X coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. We're coming to you again from beautiful downtown Springfield in the Big Dog Construction Studio. Hey, we've got so much going on in Springfield right now. Make sure you are participating. Get out there, network with folks, be a part of the community, support local businesses, support local nonprofits, and let's go. We can all grow together. So, hey, another great episode for you today. We're going to get right to our guest after the break. Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing experts serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. All right, and we are back. Hey, if you joined us on Monday, you know what's going on today. It is the 1-year anniversary of Elevate Springfield, so we thought our Monday and Thursday episode, we would revisit some of those greatest hits. You could say we did that on Monday with the episodes from the old studio, as I mentioned, my old office. So today, I'd like to go back and revisit some of those first interviews in those first few months in the new studio. But before we do that, do want to remind you, hey, we got a Local First Springfield event next week on March 5th, 4:30 to 7 p.m. over at the Crafted Stag Supply. We would love to have you out. Check out everything we have going on. Have some food, couple of drinks, listen to some live music, and get to networking with other folks in the community. So hope to see y'all there for that. But today's interviews, hey, we're going to take a look back at David Hilst, Mark Fornash, Brandon Deffenbaugh, Holden Houston, Ryan McCready, Miles Parkhill, Tracy Dow, KJ Kinsella, Tiffany Mathis Posey, Jared Brayler, Jane Hay, Mark and Christine Bailey, Ryan Leake, Kenny and Olivia Hyde, Paul Naraki, Chad Larson, David Kimsey, and David Hale. So, hey, hope you enjoy this look back at some of the best hits of Elevate Springfield. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new interview, but until then, we will have our wellness upgrade on Friday, our separation Saturdays. Hey, don't forget, we're talking about marketing that day, so join me that day so where you can separate yourself from the competition. And then Sunday, we'll have your weekly battle plan. Enjoy. All right, and we are back. Joining me in our brand new studio for the first recording ever, Mr. David Hilst from Hilst Agency, American Family Insurance. Give me one more from your personal side, one more from your professional side to help folks out there elevate their life or business.
I'll start with professional. For us, and we talked about this a little bit before, but you have to put people before profits.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put your teams and your clients, and really the community too, before money. Money will come. The profits will come if you put the priority on the people that are right around you.
Absolutely. And personally?
One of my biggest personal things, too, is taking time with my family. I got a brother with Down syndrome that lives with me. I have a great wife. I have 2 golden retrievers that are excellent. It's taking meaningful time, valuable time each day to celebrate what we have right in front of us and really enjoy the time that we have.
I love it. So what's next for the Hilst Agency?
10x growth. That's
Hey, I
that's what
love
we're
it.
doing. We're hiring, we're training, we're selling.
Let's go. Let's get it.
it.
All right, and we are back. Joining me in the studio, Mr. Mark Fornash from Cafe Moxo. So let's give the audience one more piece of advice, one from the personal side, one from the professional side, to help folks elevate their life or business.
Man, the personal side, I think, is just it's family and friends. It's family first in my book. I'm such a homebody. How can you make yourself lucky enough to have a family that you don't want to miss time with at any point of the day? I don't want to go out and do a lot of things at
Mhm.
night. I want to be at home and throwing the baseball around or watching a show with my wife or helping put out decorations for the house or whatever the case may be. But just family and family first, and I think a lot of things can grow from that.
No doubt about it. And then professionally?
Professional, I think it's just trying to figure out professionally, how can you have great people around you that are like-minded, and how can you impact somebody else's day? It doesn't have to be in food. I mean, you could work for an office, you could do a lot of things, but how can you do one thing a day that makes somebody else's day better?
Mhm.
We're fortunate because the widgets that we sell are edible. They are food and they go straight to your heart.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not everybody has that. Maybe you work in an office building or something like that, and the things that you sell just aren't sexy. You could figure out a way to make them sexy.
Yeah.
You could lower somebody's bill. You could make their car easier to drive. You could fix their radio. You could repair their AC system. I mean, we can go on and on and on. But if you do it with a smile and a compassion and just realize that everything in this world really is retail driven, whether or not you're in a commercial setting or not, you still have customer service to take care of. So take your time and pay attention to that other person, either on the other side of your desk, the other side of your phone, or the other side of your counter, and just make their day a little bit better.
No doubt about it. I think that can go a long way to
Yeah.
elevating all of us here in Springfield.
I think we
and
all
the-
need a lot of elevation. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? You have to figure out a way to not only make your day a little bit better, but how do you lift up somebody else's day?
Mhm.
It can be done with a very simple thank you, or holding the door, or giving them an extra cookie, or changing their oil for free. But just make it better.
No doubt about it. Well, joining me in the studio now, friend of the show here, Mr. Brandon Deffenbach. One more on your personal side, one more on your professional side that can help folks elevate their life or business.
Personal, I would say I'm a big believer in God. If you physically feel like you can't handle it, ask him for help.
Mhm.
He'll find a way. And same goes with the business side. Take any of your goals, try and consolidate them down, and just let it go. Let it go and chase it. And don't stop until you reach wherever you want to go.
Awesome. Anything we can do community wide to help elevate all of our lives here in Springfield and the surrounding communities.
If we can all get along, this world would be a lot better place.
Mhm. No doubt about it.
Stop finding negatives to be mad at. Stop finding reasons to dislike, fight, argue. We just got to become united as one as a community.
Mhm. Yeah, we work together. There's plenty of success to go around. We can all get our piece of the pie. We can all be successful. We can all work together and help elevate the community. Joining me in the studio right now, Mr. Holden Houston from Houston Insurance Agent.
On the professional side, go out and be uncomfortable, meet as many people as you can, and just basically do the things that everybody else isn't doing. Go the extra mile. It'll be worth it. It might not be fun right now, but in the end, I promise you, it'll be worth it. I would just say, just be a good person. Life is too short to not be, just show up, be a good person, and just try to be better.
No doubt about it. Well, joining me now is a man that is certainly elevating Springfield, Mr. Ryan McCready.
On the professional side, you really have to believe in yourself, and you have to be tough between the ears. And if you're going to be the kind of person that does things that have never been done before, there's going to be a lot of people that don't believe that you can do it. Having that confidence is unbelievably important as you go through it. We can't guarantee outcomes. We certainly can't guarantee outcomes in economic development. I get asked a lot, Do you think this thing's going to happen? Do you think that's going to happen? Is it for sure? And my response is it's not for sure. But what I know is I can improve the probability of a positive outcome by getting involved in it. And if we only get involved in things that are certain to happen, we're never going to be innovative. We're never going to do things that nobody else has ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And just trust your instincts, as a professional. I believe that, and listen to what your inside voice is saying about things. Like, I think we can do this. I think we can do it, because that spirit's really contagious.
It most definitely is. No doubt about it.
Definitely is. On the personal side, I always encourage people to be wherever their feet are. And, now we have these phones and people, I hear people say all the time, no one works as much as they used to. Baloney.
Right. No.
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't believe that for a second either.
We're on those things all the time,
Mm-hmm.
getting pinged with stuff. So
there is no separation like there used to be a true separation.
Yeah.
You'd leave and you'd be away from work for a while.
And this is a lesson I learned the hard way, that you have to be where your feet are. So when you are at work, try to be there. And more importantly, when you're at home, try to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a blessed career. But I have worked a lot of hours, and I wouldn't say I have a regret about time I wasn't at home. But one thing my wife said to me when I was telling her, I feel kind of guilty for how much I worked or I'm working. And she's like, well, the difference is when you're home, and put that phone down. Do your best to be there where your feet are. Put your phone down, talk to your family. Practice doing nothing sometimes. That's really hard for me.
Me too. Yeah.
I can't hardly do, like, sometimes on a Saturday, I'm like, I'm so proud I did nothing but just kind of like relaxed. And my wife always laughs. I know that's hard work for you.
Right.
So, but be where your feet are, be present, emotionally, personally, mentally, the best that you can. I also will tell you, you're never going to do that 100% of the time, but I think we can agree that 85% of the time is better than 25%.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
So willing to give it a try, but be where your feet are is the other thing that I tell people.
Awesome.
Yep.
And anything we can do community-wide to help us all elevate Springfield and elevate our community.
The best thing you can do is ask someone to move here, ask someone to bring their business here, talk positively about your community. You never know who you're talking to. You never know who's listening. But what you think becomes what you say, and what you say becomes what you do. And if we think negative, we're going to say negative, and we're going to do negative, right? So let's talk about positive things. Let's be a kind of community that innovates. Everybody in this community works in economic development. Because if a business is coming to town to visit with me on Wednesday, they show up on Tuesday, and they go around town and talk to everybody.
Right.
They know what I'm going to tell them. This is the best place in the world for you to be. But they go out and get everybody else's opinions about that too. So you're on. We're all on. So when you're talking to someone about your community positively, it makes a big difference.
Let's go. Come on, Springfield. Let's change that self-talk.
Right.
Blow us up here. Let's go.
That's right.
Mr. Miles Parkhill from Miles T-Shirts.
I don't know if this is a takeaway, but I think one thing that I learned at a conference that I went to that helps me every day is an add-on. I think it's a plugin, TextBlaze. Have you ever used it? I use it all the time. Everybody in our shop uses it. It saves us so much time. And going back to thinking smarter or being able to work quicker, that's one of the things. If you're constantly typing a lot of the same stuff, TextBlaze, you can make shortcuts and it just makes everything go quick.
Okay.
Plus, it also keeps things really consistent. So, whether it's responses to customers or whether it's something that we're asking for a customer through an email, I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but this is the way that we've done it. And it's been super helpful. And I think nobody else would have told me this if I wouldn't have gone to this one little conference. You spend all this money to travel and go.
Right,
and that was like the one thing that I came back that I was super excited about. But the other thing is nowadays, it's not about being the smartest person. It's about learning the fastest and being willing to learn. So with doing my t-shirt reviews, I'm forcing myself to learn every day, which has made me a better business owner, has made me a better salesperson. And I think a lot of people get comfortable in their job. And I feel like I was like that for many years. And I've never said, hey, I'm going to learn about all these shirts. And I've learned more about shirts, met more people, talked about more different things of maybe why this customer would like this, or, hey, what's the best price?
Or, hey, maybe it's not about the best price. Maybe it's about the best quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I have so many people that are always for the least expensive option.
Right.
But more and more do I get people that are spending more money because they're educated. I feel that I've helped some of those people be educated on nicer shirts. So don't always feel like you have to go to the lowest price. Don't always feel like you have to sell yourself short. Push yourself to learn to be that better salesperson, because there's a lot of salespeople out there, and that's all we are. You know, we're always selling.
We're all selling. Yeah, we're all selling.
How do you
something.
do it naturally to where you don't feel salesy? I love when salespeople call me, and I love to be sold on stuff. And I got sold one time recently, and I was like, "Oh man, they got me good. They
Guy
were
was
good.
good.
He was good. He was so good." And then I started to think about how much money he got out of me over the next 3 years, and I was like, I mean, the service is great. I'm happy with what I did, but at the same time, usually I would always shut those guys down. And then that really made me think about it. So I think you can learn a lot from just listening to other sales pitches. You know, a lot of times I don't have a ton of time during the day, but sometimes it's not bad to just, hey, yeah, let me hear what it is. I'm not interested, but let me hear what it is. So yeah, just pushing yourself, and don't be scared to learn, and don't be scared to try new things.
Love it. I will second the value and quality of the shirts. I'm on the spectrum of, hey, I'm going to spend a little bit more and get the higher quality shirt.
I know the order that we have right now for CACC. They picked out the shirt that I'm actually wearing, AS color.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're spending that much money, but it's a good quality shirt.
Yeah.
And people are going to love it, and they're going to be happy. And I've been selling higher quality shirts in a lot of shops for a long time. And that's how I've gotten a lot of business back. I want the shirt this guy gets. I get free shirts from him all the time. I want that same shirt.
Exactly.
I've had that happen so many times. I'll say his name, Dave from the Body Quest. He's always done the next level shirts. He gives those shirts away as his marketing. And I've gotten so many people that come in. I want the same shirts that Dave gets.
Yeah.
Because they love the way they feel.
Love them. And people wear them. If they're a better quality shirt, a nicer shirt, people will wear them all the time.
Yeah.
And if that's your purpose, if you're putting them out for marketing purposes, you want them to wear the shirt. Right?
And that's always one of my questions.
So,
are you giving this shirt away? Are you selling this shirt? Are you wanting people to wear this shirt more than one time? Those are like the first 3 questions when I have somebody that's new that I don't know what they're doing. And depending on what they pick is how I direct them in the way that they should go for their shirt pick.
Yep. Now, next level, you said next level. Those are I always typically do next level or Bella Canvas, same type, same type of deal.
Yeah,
so.
Very similar, slightly different cut, but yeah, even within those 2 brands, so many options. And they have some new ones too. Everybody's making a lot of heavyweights right now, and a lot of the garment dyed stuff. We have a new one from Next Level that we just got in Friday that feels amazing, and it's a couple dollars more, but it looks super cool. It feels great. So hopefully people will pick those up and start putting their stuff on it so that you can easily buy them anywhere.
I'll check those out. So anything you think we can do community-wide, Springfield-wide here to help elevate all of us in our community?
I think people need to stop thinking about themselves and stop being greedy. Just do what's right, and anything for the community, whether it's going to your kid's school and helping with the PTO, or whether it's going out to Levitt and volunteering to help clean up. I mean, that was one thing coming downtown. There's a lot of trash blowing around, man. And it's the little things. You don't have to do everything. You just have to do something.
Love it.
One thing. You see that one piece of trash, just pick that one piece of trash up. I do that in front of my kids all the time. I don't say anything about it. I just do it. And they see me do it. And now they do it. I think that's one thing. Take care of our community visually, because when you see things that look nice, you feel nice. I don't know, my desk. When my desk gets crazy, I feel crazy. I have to sit.
Sure.
I mean, I don't always keep it clean, but when you have that area clean and you feel good and confident, it just makes everything else fall into place.
Love it. Well, joining me in the studio now, Tracy Dow from Springfield Running Center.
If there were one thing for me to think about in helping myself to be more elevated, I think I work better with a coach. And I know that I don't know everything. And I know that there are people out there who will hold me accountable and keep me wanting to be better. And I need to see results to do that. And so I would say remain coachable. There are people out there that I've coached, that are not coachable. And I just want to say, just open yourself up, listen, and just try to do what I'm saying for a little bit. And you're going to see some results, whatever it is. And then once you do, then I think that you'll be more open. So be coachable and find someone that you want to hold you accountable. Check in with them. Meet with them maybe every couple of weeks for coffee or something. Tell them how things are going and listen to them. Help hold them accountable. If you have people in your life that you're holding accountable as well, I think that elevates you. So be willing to coach, be willing to be coachable.
Love it.
Yeah.
And Tracy, is there anything we can do community wide to help elevate all of us here in Springfield and their surrounding communities?
Well, being willing to give back of your time. There are some young professionals here that I see doing that all the time. That another little shout out to Nick Koch and Connor Carndiff, and consider them kids. But these are young men. They're actually friends of my son growing up too. So I've watched these kids grow up into young men and their wives too. And they are doing what I wish I had been able to do as a young adult. And they're doing it for the community, and they're doing it to better the community and to elevate the community as well as themselves and their family. If we do that, it would be nice for people to do what they've done, where you go to school. You say you want to go away to college, but coming back to Springfield and seeing where you are now and taking what you've learned and building upon that and working with other people and donating your time and giving back to the community, and others see what you're doing. These kids are making me want to do more of that. And that is what it's all about. I'm a middle-aged person who wants to get out and go start building a house now because I'm watching what, these kids are doing in their spare time. And I think, when do they have time to have fun? They're out doing,
All
and they're doing it for other people. And if we just get into our own little worlds and our own minds and our own heads and just think about, number one, me, then I'm not doing anything to better the community around me. And my business isn't going to grow. If we better the community, more people will want to be here. More people will want to live here, work here, produce here, spend money here, and maybe Springfield will grow. And
we all benefit from that.
We all benefit from that. Absolutely.
No doubt about it. Yeah. Shout out to Nick.
Yeah.
I think another young professional, Will from Masco, might have said it best when it comes to Nick. He said that Nick is varsity when it comes to being involved in the community and getting involved with everything.
It's
crazy. It's just awesome.
I know. It's awesome. I love to see it. And I'm one of his biggest fans.
He's doing a phenomenal job with us at Local First, too.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Mr. KJ Kinsella from Illinois Patriots.
On the personal side, just continue to be your biggest advocate and believe in yourself. If things get tough, don't quit right away. I mean, I think a lot of the time we're in a world right now where people are very much, well, it didn't work, so I got to try something else. Stick with it. I'm not saying that I did everything right, and I'm not going to do everything right. But putting in, the 5 to 6 years where I was teaching and building a business, I don't regret a second of it, because it's put me in a position to do what I love for a living. So continue to invest in yourself and believe in yourself. On the professional side, find joy in other people's success, like I mentioned earlier, and build relationships. The relationships that, I've created through the years with all these different families and all these different coaches in the area, state, whatever, it's the best part of what we do. And being able to pick up the phone, and talk to this guy because I had a question. I know that he ran this type of business before. It's because there is a relationship there. And when you invest in other people and you care about other people, life is significantly more gratifying.
Love it. Is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us elevate Springfield and the surrounding communities?
My biggest thing, invest in kids. People always say kids are the future. And, it's cliche.
Right.
We're all part of the future, of course. But when we are investing in our children at a younger age to help them believe in themselves, whether it's baseball, whether it's music, whether it's art, opportunity for kids is the most important thing. Challenge them, open their brains, be present as mom and dad. Super important, in my opinion. So when we believe in the kids as parents, we're also going to grow as humans.
So anything you can do to support kids around this area, around the world, it's number one, because we are a better community when our kids are busy and when they go to bed tired. I tell people that all the time. You should be going to bed tired. If you're not tired, you probably didn't do enough.
Didn't do
today.
enough.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Love it. Tiffany Mathis Posey from Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Illinois.
I would say professionally, what really kickstarted my trajectory, which we're talking 2015 to now, was my year of yes. I said yes to everything. I joined Rotary. Shout out to Rotary. I'm a Rotarian. Love it. I joined Rotary and I said yes to everything. Can you volunteer at the marathon? Can you do the Yep, it's 5:30 in the morning. Yep, I'll be there. Can you stuff bags for Yep. Can you serve? Yep. I said yes to everything, because once you've said yes to everything and you spend a year or two doing that, you'll know what to say no to, because you'll figure out where your passions actually align. Because again, if you don't know your purpose, you're just filling roles. The roles are going to change and it's going to throw you off because you have tied your whole value as a professional to the role and not what your true purpose was, period, professionally, right? So that year of yes, and then joining a service organization, Kiwanis, Rotary, whatever it is, that is my first piece of advice to anyone, but especially young professionals. Get in there and get it done now.
Completely agree.
Right?
No doubt about it.
Point personally, go to therapy. Get a therapist. Get a therapist early. That has been such a wonderful gift I have given myself. I've been in therapy for the last 4 years and I have learned so much. I've moved past so much. I've been able to find more of myself as I grow and change. And it's just so nice to have someone else to talk to that's a neutral party where you can say, hey, this is what I'm thinking and feeling. What do you think? Giving you different tools. I got a lot of tools in my toolbox now. Being in therapy has been wonderful, and we just don't talk about it enough, especially as Black people in this community. I talk about it freely all the time because I think it's important. And I just think that we don't talk enough about mental health. And if you are not good mentally and emotionally whole, it's hard to run hard.
No doubt about it.
So I think that therapy is important. And I just encourage people, reach out to me if you have questions. I just cannot tell you enough how grateful I have been to have had this therapy experience. A couple months ago, I was in every 3 weeks for 4 years. We were talking and I said, I don't really have anything to talk about. She said, well, let's talk about the fact you have nothing to talk about.
There you
life
go.
is good right now.
Right.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
Heck yeah.
So therapy has been awesome. I would recommend it.
There you go. And final thing for you. What's something we could do community-wide to help elevate all of us here in Springfield and the surrounding communities? Anything we could do?
Be kind. Actually talk to people in the grocery store.
That's big.
Hug
isn't it?
people.
Right.
I'm a hugger. I don't care if I know you or not. I'm coming in for the hug.
There you go.
I'm going to ask permission.
Right.
But I'm coming in for the hug.
Probably making some people's day with that, aren't
yeah,
you?
I got to give you a hug. I passed a gentleman in the grocery store several weeks back. And I'm just happy to be getting some water, picking stuff up. Just happy that day.
Right.
And I said, hey, how are you doing? He was like, I'm fine. How are you? I said, I'm great. And I'm just popping down. And he doubled back and he said, thank you. And I said, for what? Just thank you for being kind. Thank you for speaking to me. You have no idea what's happening in people's days. All you have to do is just be kind. Like, it's cool, you know?
Could change somebody's day.
Smile again, people. We're just too much going on to double down on being disgruntled or angry or up. Like, just smile. My cheeks hurt because I've been smiling this whole time talking to you. Just be kind.
Be kind,
The world is
Springfield.
rough for everybody.
That's right.
Just be kind, Springfield. That's it.
That's right.
And
be that little ray of light.
Assume the best of intentions of people
Yeah, 'cause
until they
far
show
too
you
many-
otherwise.
Yeah, because far too many times we assume the
Absolutely.
opposite.
Assume that people have the best of intentions until they show you otherwise.
There you go.
That's it.
Mr. Jared Brailer from Brailer Concrete.
Okay, I'll start with the business side. Just being prepared. When you go on a estimate, or meeting with a customer, just be prepared. Like that, people will take notice of that. So be on time, have all your stuff in order, have your your measuring wheel is what I carry. I always have a can of paint in my truck, in case there's grass there and they want to see the layout, to help them envision it.
And
Yeah, when you said paint, I'm like, why would he have paint? But then there
yeah,
you go. That
you
makes
know, I'll
sense.
paint the outline of the parking lot patch that we're going to do, or the concrete patio, to kind of help them envision what's going on. And just being transparent and honest to your customers will take you so far. If you try to cheat or lie to your customers and that gets out, it could bring a business down really quick. So it's just very important to be honest with them, be upfront, and I think that'll carry you a long way. I mean, people like honest people and hardworking people, so that all plays into that. And just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Don't try to take on a project that's too big for you. If you know, it's okay to say no. And that happens a lot on jobs. People want to the customer will inquire about something and the people don't want to miss out on the work.
Right.
It's okay to miss out on work. Stay in your category and that's going to elevate you far. That's a great thing for me because, you know, when you're young in business, you don't want to pass up any work, but not every project is going to be for you. And you need to know that before you step foot on the projects. Sometimes it's just out of your hands. I mean, just walk away from it and it's going to be better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So just stay in you know, your category or area is my biggest piece of advice.
Love it. And how about personally?
Personally, it just really comes down to caring who you are and your character, how you carry yourself. You're going to have to get up early, you know, you're going to have to stay up late. I catch myself saying all the time, I'm not going to work today. And then I end up working. But you got to create time for family too, you know, as the kids get older. You know, I've really realized how critical it is to spend every minute with my kids, and not only your kids, but the people you love most. Life is very short, you know. So just show up for your family and your kids and support. You know, a little bit of support will go so far with your kids. I mean, you know, I'm realizing it. And, you know, my father always worked 3 jobs when I was young. So he wasn't always there, but when he was there, it was all attention. And it makes me cherish the little moments with my son, you know, the boys the most. You know, you just kind of, you know, you hear stories, people getting freak, you know, car accidents, motorcycle construction, you know, so our job can be dangerous, but I mean, we really don't do no overhead stuff or nothing like that now. When I was with O'Shea, you know, walking on the job any day, there was potential that I might not come home today.
No doubt
So
about it.
I just always try to give them my time and support all their, you know, sports, fishing, going to the river and looking for things that I don't even know what we're looking for sometimes. But like last weekend when we went to the river, he was thanking me. And that really touches your heart in a special way when, you know, you took a little time out of your day to drive down to the river and let them just explore.
Yeah, explore stuff and look around.
Best feeling, man. Seeing your kids happy, there's no better feeling in life. So I'll end with that.
No doubt about it. And is there anything we can do community-wide to help elevate all of us here in Springfield and the surrounding communities?
I think just showing up and supporting, like I said, you know, a little bit of support goes a long ways. And I kind of learned this through my union, you know, that we've got to support each other. I mean, how can you have great turnouts without support? It just does not happen. And like I seen recently, Nob Hill had a event and it looked like they had a great turnout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I'm going to be at the next one, but I believe in all that, and just caring about the community is a big thing that we all need to do inside our group, is just support each other and go to all the small events. I mean, because they lead to bigger things than you
They
think.
do.
Just because it's not like, even that, for example, you know, they're more of a landscaping business. But support is what's going to help elevate all of us. If we support each other, we will be a lot stronger than just having that kind of bad taste towards other businesses. I've seen a lot of business owners like, oh, you know, have something bad to say. Why knock the next person? I mean, there's no need for it.
I want to support every business. I'm opposite of a normal, from what I've seen in my years coming up with businesses. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm supporting them. We're
Absolutely.
all going to grow together.
That's what we should do, right?
I think I feel much better about it, going about it that way. And the small things, just because it might seem small scale or something that the big businesses aren't supporting, that does not mean nothing. You might walk into the biggest job of your career or your company's history going to some of those small things. And it's not all about that. I'm a big supporter of charity also. My grandpa did the Friend Indeed golf outing. He was the head guy,
Oh, okay.
chairman for many years
Yeah.
of that. And another local charity is St. Martin de Porres that my grandpa led for many years. So
Mhm.
I helped out on some holidays and got to see firsthand just help out the community, support whatever it is you're into.
No doubt about it. We say it a lot on the show. Communities grow together, and that's how we do it, by supporting each other.
Yes, sir.
We are in a beautiful event space brought to you by Jane Hay, and that is who is joining me today.
Personally, just be positive and have a good outlook and be nice. Professionally is treat people like you would want to be treated, and just work hard and play hard. That's my dad's motto, is work hard, play hard. So when I went through cancer, we had t-shirts that actually said work hard, play hard, fight hard.
Oh, I love it.
And that was our slogan to get through the first one. And, if you work hard and you play hard, they'll balance out, and you'll have fun while you do it. So take care of people.
And is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us here elevate Springfield and the surrounding communities?
Community wise, like we're obviously in some very challenging times, and not going to talk politics because I don't watch the news and I don't talk politics or religion, but just people are people. So just be nice to people. You never know what someone else is going through. And then maybe they don't smile at you. Maybe they just found out they have cancer, or just try to be nice and try to make them smile. And then that can make you smile.
Yeah.
So just help people around you.
It's amazing what a little kindness will do, right?
You bet.
Yeah.
You bet.
A couple of phenomenal people, Mark and Christine Bailey from Bailey Family Insurance.
Well, find somebody that's going to challenge you, right? Marry the right person, because that'll carry you through the rest of your life. That's personally, that's professionally. Put your trust in God, and everything else will work forward. You got to fail.
Yeah, I think mine is just being intentional. We're always being our true, authentic selves, are always showing our faith is what drives a lot of the decisions, praying over the family and the team, making sure that we do realize, and we tell all of our team members this, making sure our family knows family first, making sure that we never get away or never out of sight of what matters. We talked earlier too about all the different, networking events and community events and things that we like to get out, but that's really just all about relationships, relationship building.
No doubt about it.
And so I think just realizing that when you show up for other people, when you show up and you want to build those relationships with your fellow entrepreneurs in the area, or whether it's your team or whether it's your clients, but all of that, you're really just there to make an impact. You're really just doing it all for the right reasons, and just always keeping that end in mind, and keeping that in mind, even on the hard days, just making sure if you're leading with love, if you're leading with faith, or whatever it is that, truly resonates with you, where your passion is, and if it shines, then that's what it's all about.
I mean, one last thing is take the chance. It's never too late. I want everybody out there listening. I want everybody out there watching to know, if you're going through a season, right, keep pushing, because, you can't get a breakthrough, right, unless you get broken down. And it's just never too late. People out there care. People out there love you. People want you to succeed. Just put your nose in a book, take the chance, and we're here if you need us.
Let's go. Y'all are so community focused, ingrained in the community. Is there anything we can do community wide to help elevate all of us here in Springfield and the surrounding communities?
Pray for us.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Love it.
I would piggyback on that for sure. Absolutely. We need prayer and God more than ever. Just realizing to give everyone grace. Everyone's going through different things. And so just realizing, take a step back, take a breath, and realize, just if you got to give one another grace and
say something nice to somebody today. You never know what they're going through.
Let's get it. Let's go. Mr. Ryan Leake from Little Lincoln's Toy Shop.
So on a personal side, it's okay to say no. That is something that I have figured out in the last several months. do the things that you want to do and you love to do. But it's okay to say no from time to time. And you can't say no to everything, but, you know, preserve yourself and, focus on what you need.
Yeah, you have to say yes to enough things to know what to say no to, but you have to be able to trim the edges, right?
Yes.
You got to be able to trim the edges to really focus on what you're really passionate about, your why, your purpose, your business, your family, the whole thing, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then on the professional side,
I would say don't forget about the segments of customers that have been forgotten. That is the more mature people. We live in this world now where everything is a kiosk and self-checkout, and don't forget about those people because they are still looking for services and products. And I know we're heading in this direction where everything is technology, but kind of going back to those basics sometimes can be a big success. And for them too, it makes a big difference in there.
no doubt about it. Yeah, the most successful companies moving forward are going to be the ones that blend those two things, that have all the AI, have all the automation, have all that situated for people that want that, but then also on the other side have that white glove customer service for the people that really want that, right?
Yes.
The high-end exceptional customer service, and I think you guys blend that really well.
Well, thank you.
And is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us elevate here in Springfield and the surrounding communities?
I really think just continue to promote other businesses, promote people's dreams is what it comes down to. And if they're successful in the end, we're all successful. So I really think as a community-wide action, be uplifting and help others.
Love it. Joining me in the studio now, Kenny and Olivia Hyde.
Personal is, I would say, find a good book that's rooted in pain somewhere in your life. Look for what your biggest problem is. And I'm sure there's some great book out there, whether it's paperback or a good audio. A lot of authors these days are reading their own books, which I think adds more value.
I love that. I
Like
don't
Grant.
like it. When somebody else reads the book, I'm not a big fan
Me
of
either.
it.
Me either. So like Grant's books are amazing, and seeking, or else I believe our graph is going to flatten out or go down. I don't want to be a degenerate. I think that's my biggest fear or my brother said this to me. He goes, Kenny, I think I know what hell is. I said, oh yeah, what's that? And he goes, yeah, it's getting to meet the you that you could have been. And so that's kind of, that's kind of been my drive ever since he's told me that. And that's my baby brother, very wise. So yeah, study every day, I think, is a good personal, and it transfers into business.
No doubt about it.
So
Sure does.
two birds, one stone.
Got a twofer on that one there.
Find a person in your life if you don't have it. Fill your cup up so that you can give to somebody else. Like, focus on you. If you're looking for that dream partner in your life and you don't have it, like, put energy into yourself, and that will attract a person in your life. Best decision I ever made was pursuing this one. So
yeah. If you don't have a full cup, you can't overflow onto others, right?
Yeah.
Mine kind of fused together. And this is something that I still struggle with, but I have to always keep it in my head. So like, I have everything happens for a reason tattooed on my arm, because it's a constant reminder that even if you don't think you're in the right spot, or something, like you were really excited about that business opportunity or job opportunity, if it doesn't happen, then it's not meant to be. And like, you have to trust in the process. And I have a really hard time with that. I had a really good opportunity over the summer for a different part-time that I could shift into, and it didn't work out. And him and Celeste were both like, okay, well then there's obviously a reason.
Right.
Like, don't get upset. Like, it is what it is. It happened, but everything happens for a reason. So take things in stride.
There you go.
Right where you need to be.
And is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us here elevate Springfield and the surrounding communities?
Support your local businesses. Also, along the point of, there's no reason to compete with each other. So we have a whole farmers market on the west side of town on a very different day than the downtown one, because we didn't want to compete. We want these vendors to be able to make as much money as they can without knocking heads or competing with anybody. So there's never as much competition as you think there is. Everyone can work together and thrive and be successful together.
No doubt about it.
I would say extrovert, even if you feel you're an introvert, that's a very selfish way to think. And I don't care how introverted you are. Like, I think people need to, like, some people have a worldview that people suck. And what I found about those people is they tend to, their graph's kind of going down, you know? And so I know that's kind of judgy to say, but like, I believe people are awesome. That's the default. And nobody just means to ruin your day, you know? So like, she's helped me to get out of my comfort zone, go to more networking events, and people I don't know have helped me in my life more than some people I do know, you know? So that's a big one, is connecting with people and seeing people as a good thing to surround yourself with. So
no, collaboration is the new currency. Everybody can work together. Everybody can learn from each other. Let's go. We're going to elevate Springfield together.
The Land of Lincoln Professional Networking Group has been amazing.
Yeah,
we've only had one.
We've only
you guys have only been to the one time.
Yeah,
it was
it's great.
It was a breath of fresh air. That was the best networking group we've been to.
It was so intentional. It was great.
Everybody's there for a reason. Hey,
yeah.
Let's get down to business. Let's talk to each other. Let's figure out how we can collaborate. Let's figure out what each of us needs and see how we can kind of fill and refer and help each other out here. Because if we do that, we're all growing.
Yeah. It was beautiful. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. No, looking forward to having you guys continue on with that.
Absolutely.
We're excited.
So, all right. And we are back. Joining me in the studio is a familiar face in the Springfield area. You all know and love him, Paul Naraki.
Professional side and personal side. Make yourself uncomfortable. Put yourself in discomfort. And I think that does a lot for you. Number one, it puts you in that fight or flight mode, and you have to deal with that and be comfortable with that. Number two, it allows you to get better at maintaining through uncomfortable experiences, because there are always going to be uncomfortable experiences. And it helps your skill level in those things that you're uncomfortable with get better and better. The more you expose yourself to it, the better it will be. Awesome. And not everybody loves to hear that answer, because it's like, oh, I'll have to be uncomfortable.
Right.
But I think personally and professionally,
no doubt about it,
the biggest thing that you can do.
Yeah, that's where the growth happens, man.
Yeah.
Stay uncomfortable. I love saying that. That's one of my biggest things. Stay uncomfortable.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can talk about, but the main things, I think those are main things. Be authentic and be genuine with people. Don't, because I think people can smell disingenuousness.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
Yep. And is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us here elevate Springfield and the surrounding community?
Oh, man. Well, buy local. Pay attention to what's going on here. I think there's a lot of ways you can do that. Get involved in stuff here. There's tons of things that you can do. Teach your kids the importance of maintaining your community. And even if you don't always live here, if you were born in Springfield and you end up leaving, there's still things you can do and come back for. But always keep your home an important place.
No doubt about it. Mr. Chad Larson, co-owner of Mellow Cream International.
It's all the same. I don't treat my wife will accuse me of this. I don't treat my personal life and my business life that differently. And that piece of we talked just a minute ago about making the world spin and filtering the noise. Recognize what noise is in your world. And that's what most people get wound up in, their anxiety and all the problems. It's generally just noise in their head. There's really not as much urgency, or if there is, ask, get clarity. It's okay. Somebody's asking something of you. Take a minute to figure it out. Negotiate a little before you go off and wander off and spin off into the world, because you're like, got to get something done quick. And it's like, do they really need it this minute? Is it really that important? Do they know my priorities? And I just say always just take the time to ask the questions. There's no dumb question except the ones not asked. That's the truth. So it's really simple. It's that simple.
All right. And is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us here elevate Springfield and all the surrounding communities?
Share donuts.
There you go. Share more donuts. Let's go.
No, I think just look out for each other. It's not that hard. I talk a lot about homelessness, and I really want to figure out how to help that. I want people to get jobs and gainful employment, because not anybody wanted to do that or be in that situation. But it's a really difficult conversation, because it's not just about providing them housing. There's usually some underlying problem that causes them to be in that situation, and they need help through that. And you got to figure a path forward. We are too blind to these things. We just close our eyes and just pass by and don't think about it. And I can't say I'm out there actively changing the world in that front, but in the back of my mind, it's always there. And how do we do something? So I guess as I get older, I'm getting softer, and I care more about other people. And my wife says, well, you don't really like people. I said, I love people. They energize me, but in doses and in certain contexts.
There you go. I like
so,
that.
yeah. Otherwise, I can be sitting in a lake somewhere fishing or sitting in my tree stand all by myself and just loving life.
There you go. Mr. Dave Kimsey from, well, quite frankly, a number of different places we're going to talk about. Johnson Development. He's the village president out in Chatham.
It's going to be the same for both, which is a cheating way out, but it works. And I'll draw on it, and it kind of comes from what I've learned over the years from my parents, from my family, from George, who's mentored me through the hospitality world, from the improv training, and from being involved in the government and stuff. In a lot of these instances, I really was that introverted guy with a very small group of friends, in high school, purely because it was limited. There weren't that many options with only 73 people.
Small group.
It was forced to be small, but through college it was a very small group, and then I started expanding it, and then more opportunities came. And what that is you cannot be afraid to say yes to things. Don't convince yourself that I don't know how to do that. I'm not friendly enough to do that. I'm not outgoing enough to do that, or I'm not funny enough to do that. Say yes. When you get the opportunities out there to try something new, say yes. Go give it a shot. You never know what it opens up for you. You never know what other doors it's going to open. And that's the same thing with your business and your personal life, is find more ways that you can say yes to trying something new, and then give it a shot. They're not all going to pan out for you. Some of them you may be, okay, I did that. I'm never going to do it again. Some of it may have come out, and it might be I discovered a new favorite food that I had never tried in my life. I've gotten some unique experiences out of saying yes. At one point in time, I got an offer that said, would you like to learn how to fly a plane? And I said, well, yes, let's go.
Of course I would. Let's go.
No idea what that encompassed, but
Right.
you know what? I can fly a plane now. And that happened because I wasn't afraid to say yes,
Yeah.
and wasn't afraid. And that's elite too, because you're going to put that much space between your butt and the ground.
Right.
All in your control of a big piece of machinery that you don't know what you're doing with yet. That's elite, but you say yes. But those opportunities come, and they come at some of the most unique times and surprising times. I said yes to the improv in the middle of a pandemic, and realized, okay, now I've got a whole new community of people I can reach out to, but put names to things that I was trying to grasp and utilize in my life. So that's business and personal life. Don't be afraid to say yes.
Yeah. I use that one myself a lot. I say that a lot, say yes. You have to say yes enough times to know what to say no to, quite frankly, is what I think too. So, well, Dave, is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us here elevate Springfield, Chatham, and all the surrounding communities?
The number one that I would give people to do, the biggest help that you can always do for your community, is be the cheerleader for your town. We live in a world that defaults to negativity and pointing out what's wrong. Spend some time pointing out what's right and recognizing what's going right around you all the time, and watch people's conversations start to slowly change from negativity into talking about what's right and what can we do next.
Love it. Joining me in the studio now, David Hale. Y'all might know him as DH3.
All right. Piece of advice on the professional side. I would say build relationships, be coachable, and invest in yourself, and find a mentor.
Love it.
And on the personal side, be aware of everything you feed yourself, whether it's television, food, music, friends, relationships. On the personal side, feed yourself well.
Love that. And is there anything we can do community-wide to help all of us here elevate Springfield or the surrounding communities?
Collaboration. I think working together is one of the best way that we can bridge some of the gaps we have in this community. Also, I think nonprofit work, doing work that doesn't necessarily have a paycheck attached to it's very important as well to bridge some of those gaps. So don't be afraid to get out there and work, even though there may not be a paycheck attached to it. I think that's something a lot of folks in the community are already doing, but there's a lot of folks that could really implement that, including myself, pounding the pavement.
We could all do more, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So I think that'll help elevate Springfield.
There you go.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed that look back at Elevate Springfield. It's been a fun week on Monday and Thursday being able to showcase some of these old episodes. Hey, it's been a heck of a lot of fun for me this first year, and we're excited for year 2 kicking off and 10Xing this thing even further. Don't forget about that local First Springfield event on March 5th over at Crafted Stag, 4:30 to 7. Hope to see you there. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Wellness Upgrade.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at sangamontreeservice.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.
When I first walked into Shudokan Karate Club, I was just looking for a way to get stronger, but what I found was so much more. Here we train in traditional karate, the real stuff, passed down through generations. Every punch, every kata has purpose. I've learned self-discipline, confidence, and how to protect myself. Not just in class, but in real life. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being prepared. This is more than a club, it's a way of life. Join us at Shudokan, traditional, powerful, real. Ki!
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hey, don't forget while you're out on social, check ours out. You can check my personal one out at Robert Farrell, at everywhere. Check out those Elevate Springfield pages, those Big Dog Business Coaching pages as well. Check us out over on YouTube. Give us a subscribe, give us a like or a follow on any of those channels. We would certainly appreciate it. So hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agents, here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343